When I was invited for this TEDx, I was really puzzled. What should I talk about? But I quickly realized it should be something big that is going on in the world right now as we speak. And something big that is going on is the rise of the synthetic media. And not just the media, but the whole world is rising. And are we as humans getting synthetic ourselves? A synthetic human, an oxymoron that really hit me during the preparation of this talk. Because when I was growing up, synthetic, the term was used mainly for fabrics that were not organic. And the media, it was for TV, radio, and a good old newspaper. And with this technological advance, everything is evolving. And that is what I want to talk with you about this new, exciting, evolving world of artificial intelligence and synthetic media. How it affects us as individuals, how it reshapes our expectations, our emotions, our behavior, after all. Where is the border between human and non-human? Admit it or not, we are living the revolution. During the information age, information was an asset. It's not like that anymore, because information is everywhere. You just need to pick it, like milk in a grocery store. So people have always been taking part, but fundamentally something has really changed today in the information sharing system. Everybody is taking part. Everybody is participating, but not everybody is taking responsibility. And yes, people always try to show themselves, to show what they got. And back then, when you were on TV, it used to be a big thing. It meant like you've made it. But today, with smartphones and social networks, everything has changed. Everyone can broadcast now. And we don't need the traditional guys anymore. You have the viewers all around the world within a couple of seconds or minutes. So let's think about it. How are we taking part in this revolution? We cannot say that revolution has a start and end. It's in a continuing process. And the important step in this revolution is the social networks and their role. What happened lately is that they became a major distributor of the synthetic content. And on this way, they also changed from platforms for communication and platforms for making friends, staying in touch. They've changed. They've become something for synthesizing online presence of individuals. So my point here is this: if you're active on a social network, you as an individual become the media. Think about it. You have your audience, you have your communication strategy, you have your tone of voice, your narrative, all of the elements of a traditional setup now embedded in an individual. And on top of that comes the AI. We've heard lately that AI can do almost anything. It can even be your friend, your doctor, your psychiatrist, whatever you want. So, is AI a part of this revolution? No, it's the ultimate engine. It's the king of this synthetic media. So, at this point, I want to simplify it and make a simplest possible definition of what it is. It's any text, any audio, any video, any image that is generated by artificial intelligence or a software. It's that video that is the product of a simple prompting, not the camera crews and all those guys on TV sets. It's that influencer that looks like human, acts like human, posts like human, but he's not real human. He's artificial and has millions of followers. So aren't we already living this synthetic world? I think we are getting close to it, at least. Because this technological advancement enabled us really to create lifelike, overly realistic videos that enable us to somehow recreate anything we want. You can recreate a Hollywood star and their Oscar speech, or your family member singing a song like a rock star without them being physically present. Is it fascinating? Yes. But is it terrifying? Absolutely. Take deepfake, for example. That technology, it can swap faces seamlessly. Text to audio can generate AI voices that sound like real humans. And those AI influencers are getting numbers each day. So the fascination with this AI is not over. It's even going further. We started reviving the people who passed away. Famous actors, athletes, great leaders. And let's be honest, not everyone can digest this. The parallel world that is developing at the same time. This parallel world will become the world eventually. And it may not feel so separate like today, but it will not develop instead of our world, but on top of it. It is inevitable, and we should embrace it. When talking about embracing it, I want to talk about a couple of opportunities that this synthetic media and AI technology offers today. They're numerous, but I picked a couple of them that I found the most interesting. Entrepreneurship, travel, and visual graphics. I am no entrepreneur, at least not yet, but I've seen the struggle. I've seen what it takes to be one. And when you start a business, you have to do everything on your own. It's a one-man show. You have so many tasks that you have to handle. And today, with the help of this so-called AI associates, your one-man show startup can easily look like a well-structured company. Let's take travel, for instance. You want to travel somewhere far, far away, like India, for example. You'll go there careless because you are equipped with a device that simultaneously can translate any text, audio, any sound, everything you hear. You need to go to a doctor? No problem. You need to go to a lawyer in India? No problem. You need to talk to a random stranger on a street? No problem. So, beautiful thing is happening. Language will become the bridge. It will not be the barrier anymore. And in the future, no one will learn foreign languages. There will be just the language of humans. No one will care if it's Portuguese, Danish, Arabic. It will be just one language. Isn't that fascinating? And of course, I have to mention the visual graphic part and the fascination with it, because it's really making everything beautiful, everything so polished, everything so nice, fresh, and new. The visual arts, but just when you think that you've seen it all, they come up with something revolutionary, again, fresh, and we are constantly encouraged to create more and more content. And that visual graphic parts, that's where you can see at this early stage of this revolution how content creators, how people, humans, and technology can really work together and give the best possible results. Now let's switch to the dark side a little bit. A friend of mine recently shared with me an interesting point, is that people trust the machines 100% of the time. He used the exact term machine. I find it a little bit too harsh, but when I think about it, it's true. Trust in people, it's declining. If something is created by a software or engineered by an AI, it almost every time gets this wow effect, so good. But if something is created by a human, by a guy who's working in a department for the last 10 years, he'll have to have the presentation about it. We should have a discussion or a Q&A. Think about it. So this shift in trust It's something to watch out for. It will no longer be about who created something, but it will be rather about what is created. Also, one specific threat that I personally see, and I want to talk about it here, is the war of the two realities. You have the ongoing war of an online and offline worlds. What does it mean? I'm no psychology expert either, but there's something awfully wrong with you living your best online life. It is detaching you from what you are. So, enhanced pictures like we're all beautiful, video that is edited so you add the happiness and the success, and those posts that look like you graduated from Harvard. It is detaching you from yourself, of who you really are. And there's the real threat of over-synthesizing ourselves and to lose that connection with what we truly are, to lose the connection with ourselves and with other people. So let's go back to the smartphones part. I love them. They become like the family members. And I don't mean it in negative ways. They are companions, our friends, our associates, our memory banks. But with the rise of technology advancement and AI usage, we are again in a phase of detaching ourselves from the environment. We are attaching ourselves to devices, and we are falling into a trap of never being alone. You already have people talking to AI, asking them very, very personal questions. What is happening there? What happens when it gets easier to talk to a device than to a human? If that isn't already the case, I'm afraid. So, let me give some positive perspective. We should not think about how technology or AI will replace us. Let's think about how we can amplify something that needs to be amplified, how we can work together, because fascination is in that. What can we do with AI, not what AI can do for us? And the answer is simple. We need to amplify something that is truly irreplaceable, and that is our human touch. Because people will always give value, emotion, context, and software algorithm will give something like speed, scaling, precision. So if you ask me how will the future look like, it's up to us. That's a good thing. It's not up to the machines. Everything is on us. Sure, we have to set some game rules because it's very easy to lose the control of what's happening. And the policymakers, I think, are not doing enough in this early stage of this revolution. Yes, we are learning to trust algorithms. But it's okay as long as we trust ourselves on that road. So at the end of the day, we do enjoy our synthetic media, everything that AI has created for us, right? We enjoy the great reels, the creative ads, the inspiring stories every day. It makes fun part of the day. But does it really need to be that over-synthesized? Can we get back to ourselves? Think about it. Are we already living in this synthetic world? I think we are, but it's a fascinating and inspiring journey. And it's up to us how we are going to handle it. Let's stay connected as humans, not just synthetically on the way. Did I use AI to write this, rephrase, check my grammar? Of course I did. And I enjoyed it. Thank you for listening.